boss too tough to beat? Want to team up with friends but not sure how co-op works? Demon Hunter in trouble? Cabla's got your back. Cabla is back with episode 3 of the Demon Hunter Handbook Co-op Guide. In Past the Fear, each run supports up to 4-player co-op. There are 2 ways to team up with friends. First, you can create a Steam lobby and invite your friends. As the host, you can set the difficulty and player limit. Set it to public, and any online player can join your team directly. Set it to private, and other players will need to enter the lobby code to join. That way, you can play with friends without random players dropping in. LAN mode follows the same rules as a Steam lobby, but only players on the same local network can join. Whether you're playing together in a dorm or sitting side by side offline, one important reminder from Cabla: other players can only join your lobby during the camp preparation phase. Once the run begins, no new players can join, so make sure you and your friends team up beforehand. So what can you do in co-op? First up, share items. Weapons, relics, and weapon parts can all be dropped on the ground with E. After dropping an item, press F to share it with your teammates. Found a powerful item you don't need? Drop it for a teammate and turn it into a game changer. Missing one last piece for your build? Ask your teammates. They might be happy to free up some inventory space. Learn to share, and the whole squad can complete their builds faster. One thing to note: items marked as shared by a teammate cannot be dismantled. If you don't need one anymore, remember to return it. Don't secretly leave it in some random corner. Next up is the most important co-op mechanic: revive mechanic. In single player, once your character is fully defeated, the run ends immediately. But in co-op, after a character goes down, they can still crawl around and call for help. It may not look pretty, but staying alive is what matters. A teammate can come over and hold E to revive them. During reviving, neither character can move. Once the revive progress reaches 50%, releasing F will bring the downed character back with some HP. If the progress reaches 100%, they'll return with even more HP. If the situation is too dangerous for a revive, don't panic. Once you clear the current stage, all downed characters will revive with some HP. The run only fails when every player in the co-op team is down. Even if 3 teammates are already on the floor, as long as one player is still holding on, there's still a chance to turn things around. Co-op also comes with a damage stats panel. The panel shows both total damage for the run and single stage damage. You can tell who's carrying the team and who's just along for the ride. The top DPS player's ID shines in gold. As for the one at the bottom, well, every team needs someone to keep the mood up. One thing worth noting: in co-op, Monster Aggro will keep focusing on the player who has dealt the most damage. Enemy health also increases in co-op, so don't get too caught up competing with friends on the damage stats panel, and forget that the boss is still beating you up. Finally, in high difficulty co-op, Pearl affixes only affect your own character. But with the right team setup, different Pearl affixes can create some unexpected chemistry. For example, the Magician's Truth. After you use a battle skill, all enemies are turned into rabbits. At this point, if a teammate is carrying Tarot Card, the Magician, they deal 50% more damage to rabbits. You turn them into rabbits. Your teammate finishes them off. A simple combo for massive damage. Co-op always brings the chaos and the fun. What interesting moments have you run into in co-op? Share them in the comments. I'm Cabla. See you next time.